I'm once again wearing my Milwaukee Bucks shirt for recording today. And that is because the Bucks have won Game 5 of the NBA Finals, taking Game 6 to Milwaukee. And that is very exciting as a Bucks fan because almost I don't think we've lost a single time in Milwaukee in this entire postseason. Then again, I don't want to count my chickens because I do think the same thing was also true for Phoenix. Phoenix hadn't lost a single time in Phoenix at the postseason, and then they lost Game 5. So we could still lose Game 6. It's a possibility, and the series could go to Game 7. However, as a Bucks fan, it is good knowing that right now it looks like we have the highest percentage chance of winning. And let me go ahead and pull up the box score so we can talk about Game 5. So I was working while this game was going on, but I did get to see a little bit of the first quarter and a little bit of the fourth quarter. I didn't get to see any of the second or third, I'll be honest, because I was working. I have a 9 to 5. This is not what I do for a living, although it is what I would like to do for a living. And we'll talk about that later. Basically, the Bucks just shot the ball better, and there isn't much to say about that. If you look at their shooting percentages, every single player on the Bucks shot 60%. Suns, every single one of them shot 50%. And much like Game 4, if we go to the rebounds, the Bucks won the rebound battle. And that is a large part of playing basketball, as well as turnovers. And the Suns, just Game 4 and Game 5, have had a lot of turnovers. The Bucks ended up having more turnovers in Game 5. But it was, I would say, the turnovers were at less crucial moments, is the best way to put it. The Suns, in Game 4, Chris Paul slipped and gave the ball up in the fourth quarter when they were down by 2 or 3. I can't remember, because Game 4 at this point was a couple days ago. And then Game 5, Devin Booker tries to take it up, tie the score in the fourth quarter again, and Drew Holiday steals the ball, takes it, and alley-oops it to Giannis for one of the greatest finals highlights. So, Drew Holiday, once again, I talked about last episode, sometimes he doesn't get offense done, but he's an absolute god on defense. As a point guard, he had 3 steals and 1 block, as well as 4 rebounds. Whenever I look at 4 rebounds, 3 steals, and a block, I think of like a small forward. This is our point guard. And then he decided to show up for offense yesterday, which is really good. Because obviously you want more people. You want more people to be doing their job on offense than not. So Drew Holiday goes 12 for 20, scoring 27 points, combining with Chris Middleton, who went 12 for 23, scoring 29 points. And then Giannis going 14 for 23 with 32 points. So right there, you have 90 points from your main 3 guys. And then you have Connaughton as well, going 66% from 3, which is something you always like to see because 3-pointers, especially from Connaughton, is what helped us win Game 4. And then Bobby Portis played 19 minutes, scoring 9 points. And I really wish that we would change up our starting five. I think that it would be better. Again, if it's not broken, don't fix it, because we are playing in Milwaukee for a fourth win. However, and this has been said ad nauseum for multiple Bucks fans, I think it would be a better idea if we put Giannis in at the 5 and Bobby Portis in at the 4 and took Brook Lopez out. Because I was talking last week that Brook Lopez is not doing his job as a center, and he keeps trying to shoot threes like he's Curry. He's a center. You can't be shooting threes on every single possession when you're a center. You need to be taking it through the paint just like Giannis is and scoring in the paint. That's your job as a center. And then we look at Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis had 9 points, the same as Brook Lopez, with 10 less minutes. So I think Bobby Portis is much more efficient, and I think Giannis can play the 5 because he's played at the 5 before. And then Bobby Portis, instead of coming off the bench, can play the 4 spot where Giannis is. And this game, or this series I should say specifically, goes to show exactly what I was talking about in episode 5, which is big men play such an important role. You look at what is happening, and it's word for word what I said is going to happen in a big man versus 3 series like this. I said, if you have big men or you have people that shoot your 3, every now and then you're going to miss your 3s. If you have a big man, you can throw it inside the paint. Your person in the paint can get some contested shots with their size, or they can just straight up dunk it. You look at the Suns versus Bucks. That is exactly what's happening here. The Suns know that they dominate the 3-point line. They're going to use that to their advantage. They're going to shoot 3s on almost every possession. However, nobody has a 100% 3-point shooting. So they miss. The Bucks get the rebound. The Bucks take it to their side of the court. They pass it to either Giannis, Middleton, or if Brook Lopez is on the floor, they pass it to Brook Lopez, or maybe Connaughton, maybe Bobby Portis, whoever happens to be there. And they go through the paint, and they just absolutely dominate. And then you look at what the Suns are trying to do. The Suns know that is what's going to happen. They know that Giannis is going to go through the paint because that's what he does. So they try and pull what they did with the Lakers series, which is create a wall. They try and basically replicate the LeBron wall. So if you look at any time Giannis has the ball for the Bucks and tries to go through the paint, there's 3-4 guys on him. The problem is that the LeBron wall does not work on Giannis. Giannis somehow is able to shoot shots that for any other player would be a 30-40% chance shot, and Giannis is hitting it 9 out of 10 times with 4 guys on him. And with 4 guys on him, a lot of the time he's also drawing a foul, which makes it his drive through the paint a 3-point play. It makes his drive through the paint a 3-point play most of the time, because he's able to draw a foul if there's 4 guys on him. And so the Suns just don't have an answer for it. Game 5, they started to actually push back. Game 5, the Suns started to have an answer for Giannis. Mike Budenholzer, as much as we clown about him being a bad coach, noticed this, pulled Giannis out, drew up some new plays without Giannis in it, and that confused the Suns. The Suns didn't have an answer for this new offensive plan, and so we were able to go on a run. And then once we had that run, we put Giannis back in, and Giannis did what he does best, and we ended up winning that game. And I don't know what else I can say about the Bucks Suns that I haven't already said in the last 2 episodes. We've talked about the Bucks Suns a lot the last 2 episodes because that's what's been happening most recently. But that pretty much covers it. If it's a paint versus 3-point line battle, to me the paint is always going to win, because the paint, if you have a big guy on your team, you're going to be more successful and have a better shooting percentage going from mid-range or foul line or within the key than beyond the arc. And it's as simple as that. And next game is Game 6. We win Game 6. It's in Milwaukee. We get a ring in Milwaukee. And it's going to be very exciting, and I'll be very happy.